Hello. It is raining outside and it's getting so much darker, so I need to make this video quick. I could do this too, but I feel like this side of my face is too dark, so I kind of want to do the video like this because my computer screen gives me quite a lot of light. Let's try it this way once, and then I'll see what I do after. Alright, Primitive Butterfly. A card released to the TCG and Crossballs. The OCG has had it for a little while. One I am excited about. I don't think it'll be seen in that many competitive decks, but we'll get to why I'm excited about it in a bit. Primitive Butterfly, level 5 insect type wind attribute monster, 1200 attack, 900 defense. Just for its level, that's low power. However, its effect is very nice. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can increase the levels of all insect type monsters you currently control by 1. This is similar to Cyber Dragon. When you don't have monsters, you can special summon it. However, Cyber Dragon needs the opponent to have a monster. Primitive Butterfly doesn't. So that's an advantage Primitive Butterfly would have. However, Cyber Dragon then has more attack points that you could do something with. What I like to compare Primitive Butterfly to is Solar Windjammer, a card that is most often seen in Karakuri decks as the first special summon that you can bring out, and then the tuner, and then the synchro, and then you get your combos going. Generally, I would prefer Primitive Butterfly over the other. Why? Solar Windjammer is also special summon when you control no monsters. It doesn't matter if the opponent has them or not. One thing about Solar Windjammer that I dislike compared to Butterfly is if it stays on the field. Generally, you'd immediately synchro or Xyz with it. In Karakuri's case with Solar Windjammer, synchro. However, if the monster stays on the field, Solar Windjammer is harder to work with. Because Solar Windjammer has to increase its level during the standby phase. Primitive Butterfly does not. So if you want to use it as a level 5, whether for rank 5 Xyzes, or for, let's say, a level 8 synchro and your only tuners are level 3, then it's going to be hard to work with if it's a level 6. Primitive Butterfly, on the other hand, doesn't forcefully do that. Now think about this. Would you want to increase the level of Solar Windjammer? You would have to wait until the next turn, or you would have to use an extra card to increase the level with an effect. Primitive Butterfly can do that immediately, because once per turn you can increase the level of all insect type monsters you currently control by 1. Primitive Butterfly itself is an insect type monster, so you can do that. Now I like cards that can help set up Xyzes, but generally I like this card for synchro summons, because you can just play this, and then possibly use its effect, and then just normal summon level 1 through 4 tuner with it. So you can, with this, plus a tuner that you can normal summon, can give you a synchro from level 6 through 10, depending on the level of the tuner and whether you use this thing as effect or not. That can be very helpful, and I definitely expect to be using this a few times in Yu-Gi-Oh! Burst, which is my Yu-Gi-Oh! Fanfiction. If it's really a fanfiction, because it does use some cards, but no. I should really give you an update on what's been going on with Yu-Gi-Oh! Burst, because that's still being worked on, just not a lot recently, and I'm not happy about it. But I will make an update video somewhere next week. I really hope I remember to do that, about Yu-Gi-Oh! Burst and how things are going to go with that, because I do want to continue working with it and do stuff. Primitive Butterfly could be used in Inzectors. Inzectors have some level 5s and 6s, so it could help with Xyzing with that. It also has mods like Centipede and stuff if you equip, what is it, Inzector Ladybug that can increase the level. Let's say it can increase Centipede's level by 2, and then it can Xyz with Butterfly. If, as I said, in a deck with tuner monsters, it can help synchro. The reason I think that Karakuris still go with Solar Windjammer as opposed to Butterfly, even though just effect-wise Butterfly I feel is better, Solar Windjammer is a machine, and that does work better with Karakuris, because it just does. Karakuris do need machines for some of their effects and some of their summons, like the synchros. What else could you use Primitive Butterfly for? I just came up with something while I was talking about the Karakuris, but I forgot. Yeah, Inferno Reckless Summon. If you have it in your hand, you can play Butterfly. Obviously, for Inferno Reckless Summon, the opponent needs a face-up monster, but Primitive Butterfly, Inferno Reckless Summon, you can bring 2 out. So that already gives you 3 level 5 monsters to work with. So you can overlay into whatever rank 5 you want, really, whether you need 2 or 3 materials. Now, all 3 of the butterflies have their effects possible to be used, and they're all insect types. So you could use 1 of them, 2 of them, or 3 of them to get a 2 or 3 material Xyz with, that's either rank 5, 6, 7, or 8, depending on how many times you use Primitive Butterfly's effect. I'm definitely going to use this in Yu-Gi-Oh! Burst with like synchros. Maybe sometimes for tribute summons, generally, and for Xyzs, but generally for synchros. Alright, we don't even have trivia for this, wow. Tips. Can we search for a good amount of things work well? DNA surgery. Surgery making the types of all the monsters the same, so you then make them insects, so you can manipulate the levels with butterfly. Wait, is butterfly only your monster or also the opponent's? All insect monsters you currently control. Okay, so you can't disrupt the opponent with that. When you special summon, discover with its own effect in front of reckless summon to get more. Yep, can be used as synchro material. You can already summon synchro ones level 7 through 10. It's actually 6 through 10. Because you don't have, yeah, it's and using its effect, but you don't have to use its effect. You can just throw out a level 5, then a level 1, like Primitive Butterfly, not use its effect, summon a level 1 tuner, puff! Level 6 synchro. Works well with insectors, can also be easy synchro material for synchro build, yep. Manipulate the levels of insect amounts using insect imitations and the results based on much level on the field. Yep. Yeah, you can use Primitive Butterfly this effect to increase its own level or that of other insects on the field, and then use insect imitation to summon something from an even higher level. Would you want that? Alright, that was the Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussion video for today. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something from it. DNYCS Santiago has come to an end, as you'll have seen in the video yesterday. It has quite a lot of views, so I assume most of you will have seen that, and if not, go watch it. It's the finals of a huge tournament. I am going to make a few Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussion videos in the coming week, I assume. Talking about some of the deck lists and just the tournament in general, but mostly the deck lists of some of the people that topped. I guess also mine. A sort of deck profile, maybe? And the rest more as a Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussion video, I feel would be the proper playlist to throw it in. But, that'll be then. This is now. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.